EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert 33. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Again, he's got that man Landry. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, we got watch the out.
Back to throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Yeah.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mike 4.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. He's at the 30. past the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
Under 10, 10.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's checking.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, Hurts letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Quit talking about it. And Kings. Deuce. I got it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Mayfield on play action. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Janovich, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd down at 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Hurts. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Now a carry for Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
It's a party now. Mike 5.
Here's Mayfield.
Nice, sweetheart.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. First down, Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mayfield on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kiki QT, 56 yards. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Four down.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, 16. I'm coming, 16. You mine. Buffalo 18. Your head. All day, baby. Come on.
Now back to throw. He'll drop it underneath to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Back. Slam.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Run. Watch the screen. He's coming.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Whip, 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 whip.
A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Push him back.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Stop your whining. Man left, man left. We got 4. We got 4. Check.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Mike 20. Here we go, here we go.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike.
Now Mayfield.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Your game up. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Over the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They toss it left side to Chubb. Broken tackle. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Double tight. 4 down.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 28 yards. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the twist.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw.
Touchdown, Browns! Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll drop to throw. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They'll look to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Watch twist. Kill.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Two tights. We got 4.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on